Hello, everybody. Welcome to Disney's Hollywood Studios. We are coming at you live. My name is Doughboy. I'm the man in the headquarters in Northern California, but the guy lucky enough to be walking through the park today is the one, the only, the Jerk. How you doing today, Jerk?
Doing good, Doughboy. How about you?
I am doing great. We are live. Oh, thank you, Nikki B. Thank you very much. Yes, we promised Doughboy and the Jerk would be doing this stream, so here we are. So we are live. So if you have any questions on anything at Hollywood Studios today, or if there's anything you want us to show you, just let us know in the chat. That's why we do these lives. Otherwise, we are just going to take you on a nice tour of Hollywood Studios today. We're at the front of the park. Jeremiah, take it away.
Literally 20 seconds ago, Donald and Daisy were on that balcony.
Well, so there you go.
Yep, that was that. Thanks for joining us, folks.
Apparently, we should have scheduled this stream for 11:58, not 12.
Well, you know, if there's one thing that we've learned, timing is our best. Oh, wow. Okay, so the first thing first. I haven't been here since they replaced these windows. So these were the windows that, you know, pretty much since Magic Band Plus launched, had the magazine screens that for like 2 seconds put your name on the magazine cover, but those stopped working a while ago. So now they've just replaced them with producer director Mickey and Starlet Minnie.
I'm pretty sure the guy who does the clapper is neither a producer nor director, just a lowly stage manager.
Yeah, he's usually like this is the time where we need somebody that works in the industry with us.
Bob Newell, is Hollywood Studios in your top 3 favorite Disney World parks? High standards there. High standards.
Yeah.
At worst, it's tied for 3rd. I'll put it that way.
It is a busy day here. We are still in the midst of spring break, which hopefully winds up this week, because it seems like spring break's been going for a month and a half now.
How's Starbucks looking?
Starbucks is empty. Hang on, let me pan around.
Oh, I feel like I should put the uppercase rare up on the screen right now.
I know.
Yeah, that's not normal.
But it is noon, so everybody has been in here, got their Starbucks, and taken off.
Judging by how it looks, I'm going to guess it's rather pleasant today. Maybe about 80?
I'm not sure what the weather is. No, it's definitely below 80.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I would say 70s. We've got a nice breeze going, so it's pretty nice.
It's got the palm trees swaying up there. It's almost like walking down Sunset Boulevard in Southern California.
Nope, I don't smell anything.
The Hollywood that never was.
And never really should be.
Yeah, that's very good. There's the Planet Hollywood store on your right.
Yeah. If we jump in a time machine, go back like 6 years. The majestic view.
Are you just arriving at the park too, or have you already done a walkthrough?
Nope, I just walked in. It's definitely one of those days where, thankfully, you know, the Doughboy and the Jerk show must happen, because if not, I don't think my feet would be touching the ground for a few more hours.
Kyle says it is sunny and 72.
Where are you, Kyle? Are you here? Are you going to make a rare appearance on the Doughboy and the Jerk show?
He is not there. I talked to him this morning. He will be there soon, but not yet.
It is beautiful out here, though. Like this, if it could be like this every day, we would be live streaming every day. Like, look at that! Look at that.
That tower is so beautiful. The trees are swaying. This looks like Southern California, but not smells. What's on the right? I see Hollywood Bowl. Are they running a show there these days?
Beauty and the Beast has returned for a little while. I have not seen it since close to the opening day, so I don't know if they've added in some of the sequences that they cut out.
Yeah, I think it's high time you got an update on that show. See if they're still have all the changes for COVID, or if they're running it a little more normally.
I will definitely be coming back and doing that. Fantasmic, they still the billboard, but we still don't have an announcement on that return.
But we do know it is returning, right?
Yes, with new enhancements, which we don't know officially what they are.
Okay, but at least we have confirmation it is returning with new enhancements. They just don't want to give us a date yet. So
yes.
We can all speculate. Kyle says he's in Springfield looking at something called a weather app, and it tells you what it's like in other parts of the country. So he typed in Orlando. So apparently we have 2 jerks on the stream today.
Okay.
Tony Betty's whining.
Hold on. This PhotoPass guy is going all out.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have a PhotoPass card? Can he get that picture for us, and then you can show it later? Don't let him go. I want that picture.
Michael, can you take that picture of me?
Heck yeah.
We'll be tweeting out this picture later because it's pretty cool.
Okay, she messed up. You're supposed to do when you're actually in the car. So you're just doing like right here.
Right here? Okay. Do you need this?
Oh yeah.
It's right behind. Hang on, let me. Everybody, when you come to Disney Spring at Disney Studios Hollywood, look for Michael.
Awesome.
Thank you, sir.
I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see that. Awesome. Michael goes the extra mile for you. He won't do that on extra hot days, though.
Yeah.
That ground can scald.
We have a 90-minute wait for Rock and Roller Coaster.
But you just do the single rider line.
Single rider is still no. Single rider is back. Yeah, single rider is back here.
Wow, it is crowded back here. What is up?
Yeah.
I mean, so this has Genie Plus.
Correct.
And that obviously adds to the length of the standby, just like Fast Pass did, because this line is huge.
Yeah, and I can only the amount of people that just walk through the single rider line, I can only imagine, because this is not a good single rider attraction. The single rider line is against the wall all the way down here. So
this isn't a good one? I'm surprised this isn't a good single rider attraction.
When it's a 2-seater, it doesn't work out that well. Oh, there's a lot of people with name tags over there walking around.
It still always throws me when you go through that Rock and Roller Coaster wall and end up in this part of the park. Hi, Rosie Delgado. Thanks for joining us. If there's anything you want to see at Hollywood Studios, let us know.
Yeah, right there. That's the postcard right there. I mean, with the exception of the awkward, parts that we're not supposed to see of the tower.
It used to be like a moving postcard, so you can get the swaying palm trees.
I know. I've said this 3 times now. It's a beautiful day out here.
All right. Well, let's head back out to Sunset Boulevard. We're going to try to cover the whole park today in the hour or so we'll be with you. Like I said, you've got a person in the park. If you want to see something in particular, if you're curious what's in a store, merchandise, if they've changed a window, if there's a particular favorite little detail you like to see, like Roger Rabbit crashing through the billboard, just let us know. The jerk is happy to accommodate.
Absolutely. Wow. Okay. So all these suits are
You just join in? Look like you belong?
Well, actually, I probably could, but they are all standing right in front of Rock and Roller Coaster looking at the giant Stratocaster. So,
Yeah. You know what they're saying? Wait a
What?
minute. I love this idea.
we should contact Aerosmith and ask them if they want to renew a contract.
Mr. Bob Noel wants to know, how's the food at Brown Derby?
I love Brown Derby. I was never I'm still not a huge sit-down restaurant fan. But if I'm here, Brown Derby, I will hit as often as possible. The Cobb salad, which if my mom was alive and she heard me say the Cobb salad is one of the best things I've ever eaten, she would drop dead.
Well,
I know.
Luckily, she saved us the effort.
Little morbid, but it's true.
Fun fact: when sentences start with "if my mom were alive," they're not fun.
No. I was going the right way, then it just kind of ended up going the morbid way. But hey.
So we are at lunchtime.
I'm the jerk.
Aptly named. We're at lunchtime now. Can you just pan right a bit? What's it like over at Rosie's and all of those places?
It's actually not too busy. I mean, I think you may be hard pressed to find some seats under cover, but there isn't a massive line. I want to say that mobile ordering now has either completely ruined food or done a great job with food. It just depends on what time of day it is. I was at Epcot yesterday and the rain was hitting and I went into Regal Beagle, which was very good. But at the same time, the mobile ordering versus the walk-up still has a little bit of problems. Let's go to this Paradise Pier place.
Doesn't exist. The hotel still does.
For now. Bum, bum, bum. These shops are still closed up over here.
Oh, interesting. Is this refurb or they just never reopened?
They reopened, and then I want to say, I mean, I can't, this is speculation. During the supply chain problems, the shop was really just becoming an exact duplicate of the stuff that they had on Hollywood Boulevard. So I think they may have just decided to combine. Again, speculation. And that was a few months ago.
Did they still have like the goodies in this part? The candies and stuff? No? Okay.
I just saw a person walking with a droid that I've not seen, so that may be something we go back and check out. I have seen a lot of people walking around with droid builder boxes, but I only know that we're getting a new lightsaber today, not a new droid, so we'll have to check that out.
Is today, how do we know which days the Halcyon is docking at Batu?
We do not.
Okay.
I mean, if we did like we used to do back in the day and look at the calendar really close and, you know, figure everything out, we could easily calculate the days that the Halcyon is, the port excursions go down to Batu. But let me see, it's Thursday. I don't know what their schedule is, but last Thursday at this time, Lodico and I were just checking. Or this is Friday, isn't it?
Yeah, you guys were on Batu.
Oh man! Oh come on! Yes, Lodico and I were on Batu last week at this time.
And you're going to be there today, so it's pretty much just like being on the Halcyon.
I beg to differ on that one. I would love to be on the Halcyon, just getting back on, going, having some great lunch.
There you see, they still haven't added Mickey to the sign there.
Nope.
We are headed to the animation courtyard. On the right, we have Playhouse Disney Junior live on stage.
Disney Junior Dance Party.
Who's doing this meet and greet? Oh, Fancy Nancy.
Fancy Nancy is not in right now. Vampirina is. They still have her cordoned off. They don't want her biting anybody.
So we still don't have character huggings like they have in Paris, but we're told by the CFO herself they're coming, quote, soon.
Pluto cordoned off, I think, also for the fear of biting.
And yet you can hug Chewbacca.
Let's
They're not afraid of him biting.
Oh, take me back. Launch Bay Cargo has not reopened either. The Star Wars Launch Bay is still just the walk-through. Do we want to head in there?
That's okay. So there's no meeting and greeting in there?
Nope. That is a new poster they have out advertising the High Republic comics and books.
Very nice.
Yeah. It's one of those things like, hey, that's interesting for 2 seconds. Looks like the Turning Red preview that takes place in Walt Disney Presents for the film that is now available on Disney Plus just let out.
What do we have? What do we have on these signs?
We got Welcome to Earth with Will Smith and Torn, the Nat Geo documentary film. I've not seen Torn. I saw some of Welcome to Earth, and that is a great series.
It's better than After Earth.
I'm sorry?
Isn't After Earth his movie? Yeah, is it better than After Earth, which got critically panned?
Yes.
Oh, we have a question, a bona fide question from Crystal K. Are there any Jawas anymore?
No, sadly, the Jawas have returned to Tatooine many, many moons ago, even before they stopped appearing. Every now and then we would see them pop out, but sadly, they had not been around in the launch bay for a while themselves.
How about Little Mermaid Voyage to Her Place? Is that still closed?
Still closed. The queue now just has benches in there, but everything is still there. The new sign that they put up not too long ago is still there. All the advertisements. So, again, things that we don't know.
Someone is asking if Jeremiah gets press media status at Disney World. The answer to that is no, but Laughing Place does, and sometimes we send Jeremiah.
Yes, correct.
Let's not make Jeremiah's head big. He needs us more than we need him. Just kidding, jerk.
I was like, wait. Walt Disney Presents, as I said, the Turning Red limited time sneak peek, where if you go on Disney Plus, you can watch the long sneak peek of about 95 minutes or so.
It's interesting to sneak peek something that's on Disney Plus.
Yes. Speaking of Disney Plus, Turning Red and Cheaper by the Dozen. Have you watched Cheaper by the Dozen yet?
It is not on my list to watch. I'm sorry.
So I decided to watch it like a couple of days after it came out. The original one I remember kind of being entertaining. This new one is kind of like spending 2 hours watching things on TV, but not really caring about it.
I have discovered yes.
There's no real like driving moment. I mean, they try to make sure all dozen of the kids, adults, and everybody are featured, and that hits the point of, wait, what about that person? We didn't even know what that kid's name was. So, you were saying?
We had a question here. What is the Frozen show building? Has that restarted?
Yes. Frozen Sing-Along was actually one of the first shows to return all those many moons ago. Still, by far, one of the most fun things here in Disney's Hollywood Studios. And over here, howdy, partner. Howdy. We still have the walls up and very little outside changes to the Roundup barbecue. And by little, I mean there's been no changes to this in months.
So this will be a new eatery coming to Toy Story. I believe this was kind of announced prior to the shutdown, right?
Yes, they'd already built the building. I mean, you can see the building pretty clearly as we just pan around. That building was built before the shutdown. And since then, we've really not heard anything. I know that we had one announcement a few months ago, but since then, it's been pretty quiet. I mean, we do have a busy summer coming up, and they can always use new places that have been being built for 2.5 years. I'm not looking at you, Tron. Nope, Toy Story Mania is down.
That is a bummer.
So Toy Story Mania is down. That equals Slinky Dog Dash with 140 minutes.
Woody's Roundup Barbecue has been announced for 2022, so that's all we know. So this is another. Actually, this is not a Genie Plus, right? This is individual Lightning Lane. Or have those been suspended for now? Just the Genie Plus.
I cannot recall if Slinky Dog is still individual Lightning Lane or if it is Genie Plus. Here comes a good view as I stop right in the middle of the walkway, like I hate when people do. Rise of the Resistance is still individual Lightning Lane. I don't recall with the changeovers where they pulled some of the individual Lightning Lanes and made them Genie Plus, if this was one of them or not.
I can't remember either. I thought they, I'm not going to speculate. Yeah, I am. I thought they kind of said we're going to just make them Genie Plus for a while, but maybe someone who's on our team and listening can do some research on that for us. What are the current individual Lightning Lane attractions at Disney World?
Yeah, because it really was like Rise of the Resistance, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Yeah, those are the only two that I can recall that are still definitely individual Lightning Lane.
Mr. Bubno says Slinky Dog is better as a nighttime ride. I've only ridden it at night.
Yeah, you rode it like 3 times a night.
Rode it a lot more than that. I think we rode it. We went to the after hours night at Hollywood Studios, so it was empty, and I think we rode it 7 times.
I am looking forward to some after hours. I know that the H2O party, which is now an H2O after hours over at Typhoon Lagoon, is coming back soon, which I cannot wait for. I have to say that was probably one of those things that I why would I do this? And I had a blast with that. Not even going on the slides. It was just so much fun.
Did you do any night surfing? Showing off those skills?
Yeah. No.
Jeremiah is quite the surfer, for those who aren't aware, at Typhoon Lagoon.
Jeremiah will never touch a surfboard again.
I need to keep that video handy in our thing here so I can show that at any time.
And here we are crossing over into Batuu.
All right, so no shuttle required. Just walk from Toy Story Land and magically enter another planet.
So last week when Mike and I were in Batuu, and we weren't really, Mike was dressed up. I was kind of basic dress. I have many moments that were very fun to have Mike around. But on Batuu, my favorite was a guest walking up to him and going, "How do I get to Toy Story Land?" Mike, who has only been in this park a handful of times, if that, just looked at me and went,
Seriously?
So this is the end of because, there is no Toy Story Land in Disneyland, so.
Right, so what do we got here?
This is the end of the line for Droid Depot.
Oh.
Yeah. And if any of our team can go searching for if there was a special release in Droid Depot today, that would be great.
It doesn't not normally have a line to get in, right?
No. Well, I know we run into problems with signal in here, so I'll just pop in if it starts going and you can yell.
So just doing a quick search on Twitter, I see a report that Droid Factory Mystery Crate action figures are in stock. Is that anything of note?
That could be one. Okay, the line is just to create the droid in Droid Depot.
Okay.
I'm checking to see if they have any of the mystery crate, which I found out that the mystery crate has been here on Batu East for many, many years, but they just sell out, as I can say they are sold out at this time.
And the release we're aware of is the Cal Kestis Legacy lightsaber.
Yes.
Starting today.
And that's up at Docks, and we'll head up that way. Just kind of doing a quick walkthrough. Nope, everything in here looks very much this. Oh.
Here's another thing for you to keep an eye out for. A B1 battle droid is at Droid Depot. I guess it appeared a little bit earlier this week. So I'll get you a picture of that in our Slack for you to check out after the show.
So these have been around. These I've not seen here on Batu East. And then they do have the mystery crates in stock, which, again, I've not seen the mystery crates in stock in a long time here.
So Jeremiah will be back here to do a little bit of a merchandise update for LP later.
I am looking for the battle droid. Oh, there he is.
Bonnie has a very interesting question. There's the battle droid. Cool.
Yep, we'll have a full breakdown of all the things that are back in stock or new to Batu later on our website.
So I'm going to answer this one for you. I think it's a real question. Has Bob Paycheck put in the pay toilets yet? The answer is no. Using the bathroom is still included with the price of admission. Or it's even free if you go outside the front gate.
I don't think today is a excursion day. I'm not seeing any of the pins that signify guests as Halcyon.
There are websites that keep track of like when cruise ships are in certain ports. We should have that for the Halcyon.
It actually isn't a bad idea because one of the things that I was looking at when I was on the Halcyon is watching the lines, because all guests on the Halcyon have lightning lane access for Rise of the Resistance and Smuggler's Run. Yeah, they don't have the walls up or anything, so there are no excursions today.
Okay.
Go
back real quick. So that is the location right there where guests arrive from the Halcyon and enter Batu?
Yes, I will walk in and show you.
Yeah, go ahead, go for it.
So this was all built. That is the exit door for the first order shop when it's open. And this is the off-landing shop.
So is this is as far as you can get unless you're going back to the Halcyon?
Correct. Yeah.
Awesome.
And then here's the touch point and the biometric scanner for guests to return.
Oh, I have not seen this other than when it's being used by Halcyon, I guess. It's nice to have this additional little seating and shoulder.
I will come back and capture some hollow scans of this when I go back into Droid Depot. It's very loud in there.
It's weird how your voice kind of disappears and gets swallowed up by everything.
Yep, definitely spring break on Batu also. So
sounds like Hondo.
That I've not heard this before.
I'll do that.
I don't want to say that is new, but in the 3 years that it's been open, I don't recall hearing that clear of a conversation. So that's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's like on Main Street.
Yeah, it's over they aren't getting their teeth drilled or piano lessons or smart aleck bird.
It's nice and bustling in here, but not overly busy.
No, looks like the standby wait for Smuggler's Run looks to be about 85 ahead of me, but the line is fully inside. It's not out around the corner.
And that's 85? I guess that's Genie Plus in action.
Yes.
And I've waited outside far less than that.
Yeah.
Mr. Bobno, would you describe this as a spring break crowd or just any other day?
That's a hard answer. I would say it's a spring break crowd for now. It would be in any other day during the normal season, pre everything.
Stairs, I assume we're going to check out the marketplace. That doesn't have a queue anymore, right? That's just wide open now?
Correct. Everything's wide open. This is the line for docks, which I'm guessing definitely some of it may just be to go into docks, because docks is one of the shops that they still will regulate the line, but also to buy Cal's lightsaber if it's still available. Which this line isn't too bad, but
who is Cal? Who is this Cal guy?
In the latest, and I apologize, I'm not up on the video game. He was the Jedi in the latest video game. But for those of you who ever watched Gotham, Cal is pretty much motion captured the guy who played Joker, the kid who became the Joker in the Gotham show.
Okay.
Here's the hustle and bustle of the marketplace that I almost got knocked over 3 times already.
So cool looking in here.
No, I mean, looking at the concept art, when this was all first announced and how close it is, especially when everybody's in here, it is very.
I'm imagining a Star Wars fan who's not been to Disney World, but a huge Star Wars fan, going on the Halcyon and the way that is just pristine and so beautiful, and then taking an excursion to Batu, and it really is like being in a totally different planet, and just being so blown away by the experience.
That would be the perfect way to do it, but I think also it may be hard to find somebody that is paying that much money for the Halcyon that hasn't already visited the parks.
Well, if you're out there and we find you, let us know. I want to talk to you.
Yes.
That is the way to experience this thing as a Star Wars fan.
If they're watching this, that kind of also defeats it, the whole concept of...
If you've done it already, how about that?
Okay, there you go.
Excellent point. Jerk.
Anytime, Doughboy.
Yes, we are Doughboy and the Jerk doing a live walk and talk through Disney's Hollywood Studios today. We are exiting Galaxy's Edge and heading over to the Star Wars shop.
Yeah, it's not horrible out here. The weather is starting to warm up. The second sun on Batu is starting to beat down. So,
Two suns is brutal.
well, when all three are up in the highest point, welcome to July. That was so. Jumping back to my Halcyon experience, that was one of the most fun things. When Galaxy's Edge opened. Okay, this is something I've not seen before. Just a floor cleaner that's aged to look appropriate.
That's cool. That's really cool.
160
Uh-oh.
resistance.
Okay. What was that on the left? I saw a ship.
The A-Wing?
And you cut out. Did you say 160 minutes?
160, yes.
Yow. Worth it, but yow.
Yeah, it's tough. Back to what I was saying about the Halcyon. The interaction, the getting to be the nerd and talk about it's so hot because the three suns are out and how appreciative they are of the one moon and just it was you get into it. If you're not getting into it, then again you're not making the most of your money.
So Jeremiah and Lodico Fendon were on the Halcyon a week ago today. Did a couple of good streams. We had a stream specifically about it right after, and then we also talked about it extensively on Parks Talk. Those are both on this YouTube channel. And then the two of them, along with Lou Mangello of WDW Radio, recorded a podcast for the Who's the Boss podcast. Who's the BOSSK? Hey,
busy
Tim
today.
Tracker.
It's so busy. I
Hi,
can't
Tim.
believe it. Did you see that all the lightning lanes are gone?
No, I've not looked.
Every single lightning lane, with the exception of Alien Swirling Saucer and the shows, is done for the day. Like, if you paid for lightning lane this morning, it's noon, it's 12:30, and you can't get another lightning lane until either 3 o'clock this afternoon for Alien Swirling Saucer or like 7 o'clock at night for Slinky Dog or something.
That's ridiculous.
It's wild. It's so busy.
Thank you for making an appearance, Tim. Are you okay?
No worries. Yeah, doing good.
I'll see you next week.
That was Tim Tracker, who is a million times more well known than us. So if you know us, you probably know him.
Yeah, sorry. I haven't seen Tim in a little while, so.
No, that was great. I got a Chiron up real quick, and I'm thrilled to have someone famous on the channel. That was awesome.
I do have there's so many weird things, and again, I don't get media. I work for Laughing Place, but the time, the people that I've gotten to meet, I've done multiple podcasts with Lou Mangello, who is somebody early on that I listened to when podcasts first started. I can stop Tim and just talk to him about normal things where, if you didn't hear, there were some girls walking by yelling, "Love you, Tim." I get to do a show with the Doughboy. I mean, come on.
One of these things is not like the other.
Yeah.
All right, so here's Muppet Vision. Plus, he also he was like informative too. So that was really nice.
Yeah. No, Tim has always been one of those guys who is very gracious with his time. We'll stop and talk and hang out. And, him and his wife and his son are all very sweet.
So we are in Muppet Town. Muppet Vision
Muppet Town, USA. Right next to Flavor Town, USA.
I wonder where that door goes.
I know. I've never seen anybody actually go up there.
Those were fake stairs.
Stage 1 still is closed. This shop has not reopened.
So surprising. I mean, merchandise, that's usually what they want to open because, you make money in merchandise places.
Yeah. Yeah, we're walking around to see if It's a Wonderful Shop is reopened. That one is also, I always felt was a great, fun store to pop into, smell Christmas, and cool off quite a bit.
Mama Melrose is open.
I can smell it.
Lots of sit-down restaurants in Hollywood studios. I would put this one at the bottom of the list. Not bad, but at the bottom of the list.
When was the last time you ate Mama Melrose?
Oh, it's been a couple of years. Maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years.
Then I would say give it another try.
I like it. I like it. I would just rather go to Brown Derby or Prime Time, but I like it. Or Sci-Fi. Still close.
Or the Roundup Rodeo Barbecue, or
I probably would put it up ahead of that once that finally opens. Pizza Rizzo here. Yummy pizza place. Uh-oh. Jason. Mama Melrose has some great gluten-free options. Well, that is good to know. I'm not a gluten-free, so I wasn't aware of that. Thank you so much. Sincerely, thank you.
spending the 2 days with Mike, you know, that is the most that I've experienced the gluten-free, I mean, really, we just need to, like, come up with a new title just describes Mike where he can only eat, like, one thing.
And that's just his food restrictions.
Yeah.
Forget his life restrictions. Sorry, Mike. Hope you're not listening. Let's check out the pig.
I was going to come up with some smart aleck comment, but I don't.
Thank you so much for not.
They definitely, like, she is much more green than normal.
So is she originally green, or did she rust like the Statue of Liberty?
I believe she rusted like the Statue of Liberty because you can see on the arms and on the thing she's holding in her hand that I can't think of the name of it.
Torch?
Thank you. Is still the copper type color. But then again, you know, we look down at Rizzo's family and their paint is chipping off to the original color. So
This reminds me of a feature I'd like Jeremiah to do. The theme park fountains of Walt Disney World.
that's not very extensive.
Oh, there's at least 2 in every park. Except
Oh, we can go over the splash fountain. Oh, wait. Actually, I think we walked by where the splash fountain was.
Oh, I forgot about that. It's got the French fountain. The upside down waterfall is kind of a huge fountain.
I mean, we also have the waterfalls for Rise of the Resistance. And
Yeah. Flowing water of the theme parks. How about that? Animal Kingdom has its fake waterfalls. It has the fountain over by Kilimanjaro Safari. Magic Kingdom certainly has a few. I just think it'd be a nice little feature. I love flowing water. They should not just be pictures. They should be like GIFs. Each of them should be a GIF. But I love flowing water.
well, they are all a gift to us.
Dude, now I know why they call you the jerk.
Sorry. I guess I've not had my fill of Tony in a few weeks, so it's kind of just hitting me the bad puns that he would normally say. It is also very strange. I was looking at my time hop today and looking at pictures, you know, from last year and 2 years ago. And 2 years ago, we were just starting the only 4-month closure of the Walt Disney World parks and over a year of the Disneyland.
Are they having a lightsaber fight? I feel like that's compelling.
No, they're just standing there. Yeah.
Okay, bummer. Yeah, you may continue.
But to see the difference, you know, 2 years ago and then last year, looking at photos from inside the park and how empty it was, where today is, sounds like we have a cavalcade coming with nobody clearing the path. So let's just stand right in the middle of the walkway and see if they'll run us over.
From the sounds of it, I'm guessing this is a Brave cavalcade.
No, I think it is actually the Star Wars cavalcade. I think there is definitely a spaceman. Of course, I'm still looking. for the cavalcade. There was times with the electric brake floats would break down and you sit there for a half hour waiting.
Yep, with the music playing.
Electric brake had more than a minute and a half loop.
Tony Betty has a very insightful comment. He says, bad is subjective.
Yes?
Oh, Kyle has corrected me. This is not Brave. This is Walt Disney Animation Studios' Toy Story.
Oh, okay, thank you. Are we sure it's not the DreamWorks Toy Story?
What are those people queued up for?
The Little World photo that they do.
Okay.
Yeah. I know, it's funny. They turned the entire Jedi train.
Well, I've got a friend in Nobody because the music's playing, but I see nothing.
There you go.
Otherwise, Scott's gonna get you, man.
And there's a guy running right in front of Mr. Incredible. Seems like Mrs. Incredible may be out saving the world right now.
That's quite a stretch, Jeremiah.
Very good.
Hi, Miss
2 points
Rose.
to the Doughboy. Look, a spaceman.
Nice car.
So I believe that I stood there twice, maybe 3 times as long as the cavalcade was.
So we are making our way back towards Hollywood Boulevard, which is where we began. Indiana Jones Spectacular on the right, which is certainly running.
Yes,
I would love if we
it
could
is loading in at this point.
make our way back to the theater. I would love to see how that's looking today. Yes, that one.
And silence.
Wow.
And then here comes the awkward, like, oh, turn the BGM back up. Sometime.
We are nearing the location of my son's favorite BGM loop in the entire world, Echo Lake. And if your child doesn't have a favorite BGM loop, your parenting has issues.
Yes. How much time we have? We've got like 12 minutes or probably 10 minutes before we need to be
10
out.
10 minutes. Just enough time to go ride Rock and Roller Coaster.
Wait a minute.
I see.
I'm pretty sure 10 minutes wouldn't get me on any attraction at this point.
Did that guy just walk by talking to his watch?
Probably.
I think
Better
he
than
was.
talking to his shoe, although that would be cooler.
86 and 99.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Bob. What a beautiful day. Jesse.
Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway with a 95-minute wait.
So Disney's told us, not told us in particular, but announced that 50% of people use Genie Plus. So if you're among that 50%, your wait's not 90 minutes, unless you want to ride it again. Wow.
Well, or Mr. Tim Tracker told us, if you're walking into the park now, you can get a Genie Plus for Alien Swirling Saucers at 3 o'clock, and that's about it.
So they're probably not even selling Genie Plus anymore.
I don't know about that.
You buy it and get one right out of it.
Yeah, that is definitely one of the things that the challenge is real for those.
But you can pre-purchase it and pre-book before you get into the park, no?
Correct. As long as you have a reservation, you can purchase.
Right. So even if you know you're not going to be coming till noon, it's not like you have to wait till then to get your times.
Yeah.
So you just have to know how things work, or you're going to be left out in the heat, waiting 90 minutes for a ride that is worth it, but still, you'd rather wait less.
Yeah, I still stand by the only place Genie Plus really is worth it is the Magic Kingdom. If you get it here first thing in the morning, you could probably either hit Rise of the Resistance and then Runaway Railway and then do Genie Plus on everything else later. But even then, as Tim told us, at noon or at 12:45, everything's sold out until 3 o'clock, and that's only alien swirling saucers.
I'm trying to think if Fast Pass was similar, but anyway.
Yeah.
We actually plan to do a lot more on Genie Plus now that it's been around a while and a lot of us have experienced it. So stay tuned. Make sure you smash that like, ring that bell, subscribe to this lovely channel. Jerk, it has been a pleasure to spend the morning with you.
You also, Doughboy. We should definitely do this more often.
We should.
Especially these nice morning ones. Noon is usually... I no longer believe that the high noon is the hot time of the day because it's 3 o'clock or so. So
for sure,
doing these at noon works out pretty nicely.
Doughboy and the Jerk, because that's how autocorrect corrects both of our names, Doobie and Germ. So thank you very much for joining us. We will be back before too long on this very channel in just 8 minutes. We have the LP Movie Club's Oscar prediction show as the Oscars are coming up on Sunday. So be sure to check that out. Otherwise, stay tuned for much more coming up next week with all of our live stuff and produced content here on Laughing Place. It's been a pleasure. Jerk, send us out.
Thank you for following along. Hope you enjoyed. And remember, smash that like button. You never know who's going to show up on our live streams, like Mr. Tim Trek.
Thank you, Tim. Forgot to thank you for joining us today. Au revoir.
Adios.